Can you believe it? 2 sunny days in a row. Pretty warm too. Almost up to the thawing point. Anyway, I hope there's enough light here to show what's going on. This is the floor, what remains of the trunk floor in the 52 Mercury. It's pretty holy. I've been running with just a piece of sheet metal in there for 4 years, I guess. But I'm gonna have a try at replacing some of this rusty metal. Yeah, it's pretty flimsy. It's not gonna happen today or even tomorrow or in a week, but I'll be taking pictures and video along the way, and who knows, maybe I'll end up putting the old patch back in there again when I find it's too big of a job that I can't handle. But for now, I'm going to try doing a little bit of measuring and scouting up some sheet metal that'll serve as a decent replacement. Try to make up some patterns and then see if I can weld it in without burning through or blowing myself up with the gas fumes. Well, I made a little bit of progress on the patching job here on the Mercury trunk floor. Yeah, those are pieces of salvaged sheet metal. They were a shield on the side of a New Holland baler. For this purpose, they'll work okay, I think. They're slightly heavier gauge than the original, which is fine, easier to weld. That hole in the center there, you're probably wondering about, that was actually, there's a little door went on there that covered the sending units, and the wire connection on the top of the fuel tank gave it a little bit of clearance. There's a slight problem, well, possibly a slight problem there. The tank I'm hoping to install is actually not from a Mercury, it's from a Meteor, and the Meteor was built on the same chassis and body dimensions as the Ford products, whereas Mercury was just slightly longer. As you can see, this one dimension from the top of the sending unit to the back of the tank is roughly 18.5 inches. Now I can tell you, well, I might as well show you too. The Mercury tank is a little bit longer than that. We just happen to have the original Mercury tank stored out here in the spare parts department. As you can see, this tank is far beyond repair, but for measurement purposes, from the wire on the sending unit, remember it was 18.5 on the Meteor tank, this one is 21.5, so 3 inches longer. So my question is, will that hole in the access hole in the trunk floor be in the right location for the new tank? Just out of curiosity, it's going to be rough. Well, just measuring here, it looks like it should work, but I guess the only way to know is to do a test fit. Set the new tank in place and see how things line up. Hopefully the jigsaw puzzle pieces will all fit together and have a floor as strong as new. I know it won't be pretty, but it'll be covered up. Nobody will see it. It'll be strong. And that's really all I need. Well, the access hole for the gas tank sending unit is not going to work on this Ford Meteor tank. So obviously the Mercury tank has little different dimensions and layout on. So yeah, we got an opening there that's going to be useless. So I guess I'll have to rethink this. Now there you have it. Not real nice looking welding. Some of that old trunk floor is so thin that I was burning through in places, no matter how careful I was. So I got a lot of practice at filling in burnt through holes in rusty metal. Anyway, it's getting there. Got the floor jack underneath, pushing the floor up because the floor was really bulged downwards from years of hauling heavy weights, I guess. So there's a little more to do in there, but it's pretty near quitting time, and I don't want to do any welding here this late in the day and then walk away and leave it. Alright folks, check out Roosty's Vintage Tire of the Day. I don't know if it's going to show up very good in this low light situation, but it is a 6-ply rating, 650/16. It's a Goodyear. To be more specific, it's a Goodyear Traction High Miler. That tire dates to the late 1960s. I know the history of it. It's been on this farm since 1973. And who can guess what kind of a wheel that is and what kind of a car it's on? Some of you will know.